in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation, don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Knows my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Knows my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Oh, there with the hands, thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans, I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey y'all dash, honey y'all dash, honey y'all dash, honey y'all dash, honey y'all dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the jets. The coach regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash. Honey y'all dash, honey y'all dash, honey y'all dash, honey y'all dash, honey y'all dash.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch and you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be in Vegas? Just for the haters.
Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I had it. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got choke, long, say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my 50. Ex-slick, then hit with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these 4 things, pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip,
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Portland Riverhawks. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. On first down, it's Taylor, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a give, right side. It's Taylor. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left sideline is complete. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Back to throw here. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Hey, wahoo!
2nd and 11. And the catch made by Johnson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the 1st.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Johnson, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. This will be caught by Brown. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 19. 1st down, here's a run with Peterson. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Buying time to his left. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, they have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready? 60 or.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Hey, Haywood. 51's the mic, boy. 51.
2nd and 3. Eluding the pressure, and it's caught. Touchdown! From 3 yards out, as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
Although it's more commonplace now than at any other time in the NFL, it's still tough to think about throwing a rookie quarterback right into the fire week 1. But guess what? He handled the fire awfully well and threw his first touchdown pass.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points. So They've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. He'll look to throw. Open man is Sims. He's got it. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Ready.
They'll set up a throw. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Get it.
They'll drop the throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. I got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. And of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Looking to throw. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. Now back to throw.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they... been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training.
And that's caught inside the 30. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. A strong running. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed. Where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
Ready. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. I got one. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. Peterson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Again, Peterson.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
50, play. Hey, team 6.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike. I got one. Why not?
They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Check. Watch 54.
On first down, here's Breida. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Go. 54. Ready.
2nd and 9 now. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Following the penalty, it's Peterson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. To return is Taylor. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever term you want.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They run again with Peterson. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
54's Mike. 54's Mike.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 39. Back now in the Rose City of Portland, Oregon. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th. Now a man open down the middle of the field. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And open left side is Brown. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd down and 12. He'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you're still in this game. Yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
At the 24-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Campbell making the catch. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this is intercepted.